Guys, you don't ever tamper with the fire alarm in any way. You don't ever smash the fire alarm. You don't ever paint the fire alarm. You don't ever screw or unscrew the fire alarm off the wall or ceiling. You don't ever adjust the volume on the fire alarm, or you don't ever adjust the coating on the fire alarm. You don't ever mess around with the fire alarm control panel. You don't ever remove smoke detectors. You do not ever tamper with pull stations, like you don't pull them, you don't open pull stations to see what's inside of them. You don't do any of that. And you don't ever disable the strobe. You don't ever cut power to the fire alarm system. You definitely do not destroy the fire alarm. You do not ever mute the fire alarm sound. You definitely don't ever disable the fire alarm completely. You don't ever punch the fire alarm. You don't ever throw the fire alarm. You don't ever throw items at the fire alarm, or else it can fall off the wall and break. And also, you don't ever write or draw on the fire alarm. And also, if you have the fire alarm with the running man escaping from the fire image, you don't ever cross that image out. You do not ever take the horn off of a fire alarm. You don't ever take the strobe off of a fire alarm. And you don't ever steal the fire alarm. You don't ever take the fire alarm off the wall and take it with you. You don't ever take the screws out of the fire alarm. I mean, you don't ever remove the jumpers out of a fire alarm. You don't ever blow up the fire alarm. You don't ever tamper with a fire alarm. If you want to do it with your own alarm, that's okay, but if you're doing it in an alarm that's in public, then that is absolutely not okay. If you tamper with fire alarms in any way, you can get in huge trouble. You can pay a fine or even be arrested. You can be expelled from school and you can be grounded. You could be in jail for a long time if you tamper with the fire alarm in any way. It is a very serious felony to tamper with fire alarms or other life safety equipment. So, I'm serious, man. Do not ever tamper with fire alarms or any other life safety devices. I'm not responsible for your actions, so don't do that. Leave the fire alarm alone completely. Only if there's a fire is when you pull the pull station. And never, for any reason, should you ever take the fire alarm off the wall or do anything like that. You should never paint it. This is something you should never do to a fire alarm. Bye.